Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brad and this is Supercoach Pro. We're just taking a look at the side, discuss a bit of tonight's game. Obviously I was at work, so I jumped on Swordplay channel with Scoobs and we went through the team sheets. I couldn't do that for long, of course, because I was at work at the time, so I didn't really know what my trades were going to be until team sheets as well, hence why there was no update. So sort of went hot on one player in particular that it was always really my trade plans. This is the second part to it that I wasn't really sure about how I'd go about it. Then having a few conversations as well, just like with the rookies, like they're all pretty poor job security. You obviously get the one on the bubble, and so we went Jai Caldwell tonight. It wasn't like a super obvious one, but I don't know how people were going to finish off their side, but specifically mine, I couldn't afford to do crazy stuff in terms of paying up for anybody, or else it sort of really hurt me. So at the moment, I've just locked in a few. Obviously, Holmes could be a Rao, could be a Stewart, but it means if I went down the path of going Rao or Stewart, I could keep Lindsay, but you pay for what you got when you get Holmes. Bice, Lindsay, Stewart. I'm paying up for, I suppose, for Caldwell and Holmes. Giving up probably the better rookies, and it means I'm holding a trainer and holding a Cleary, but I'm getting two guys that are very decent shouts. Merit 93 behind the ball, pretty disappointing, but this pod pick, Caldwell, however you want to say it, I don't really care. I'll just call him Jai. Break even was 97, so the right play was probably just to wait a week, but I needed to take a punt on a pod. I don't think he was talked about much this week. I saw why, because he'd come back from a hammy not long ago. 1% aside, so it makes sense because he was missing for so long. 1.3 minutes. How many people actually traded him in? So trade in round 12. Only 1,400 people went there. So he was a super pod. So 1,400 coaches, 0.6%. So he'll be the flavour of the week next week. So I'm glad I'm ahead of the pack again. And this is what I suppose it comes down to, is people paying up for these guys, and I'm paying bugger all, and they're paying off so far. So don't put all your eggs in one basket trying to chase a Bonds and Pelly all the time, because you end up fielding Lindsay at M8 for the rest of the season. McCluggage is the guy. I think we've said this for about a month now, that you could probably go there. Not probably. He's overtaken Neil and Dunkley. Dunkley's become a tagger. Thank goodness for that. Not for rookie coach, but just thank goodness if you anti-potted Dunkley. A lot of people would have jumped on after that 173, which is fair enough. But yeah, considering he's going to do tagging jobs, or at least stoppage or whatever, I don't know, he's a no-go. And Neil underwhelming is nice as well. Antipod 89. He's always been one I've been comfortable with anti-podding, 28%. Like I don't have, like, yeah, he's going to go big, but he evens himself out by doing those poo scores, so I don't really care about him at all. Martin's a great pick. Just always bobs up for a goal. Will Ashcroft's been a bit of a sleeper for those that have held him throughout. I wonder how it'd be going if I went him over Callahan, because Callahan did his shoulder. Jasper Fletcher's a bit of a smoky as well. More for draft, I think, this year. Maybe next year if Zorko retires. Peter Wright was one I was looking at a few weeks ago. It was a bit of a point of difference, but yeah, he missed the boat for that. Redmond, no, thank you. Anything else? Settlefield, yeah, Settle Goat. Kyle Oman was people's interest, but for me, 224 for a rookie made no sense. Dunkley, I don't even if he gets the 500k, is he even worth it anymore? I think Dunkley owners would say no. You did well if you started him, but if you bought him in after round 2, probably wasn't worth it, in my opinion. It's funny because you said it in hindsight, and I was targeting him about a month ago. So what's he been averaging? 112. Interesting what he does at the Gabba. How's the Gabba go for him? Yeah. He's not even really a VC or C shout, actually. He's gone over 120 twice. Probably a spike game, though. Same with Lachie Neale. People would have been big. If you had one or the other, they would have went big on Essendon, you would have thought. I can't believe he's only went over 120 twice. It's, no good. I don't know. You're not going to trade him, but he's certainly not going to be top 8, you wouldn't think. Zorko showed the bed. That's fine. I don't really care when my premios do bad because they're so highly owned anyway, 26%. I think for me, I just can't I can't complain about players individually. Like as a whole, my team's doing well. One bad player or two bad players, not the end of the world for me. I'm not going to tag champion data or get upset about things. Like you can make so many reasons why these players are bad, but sometimes they just have an off game. It doesn't really matter what champion data think of anything. It's just who cares? Kako, no spike game ever happening for Kako, is there? Durham's going to be cheap because he got injured. That's an interesting lookout. Sardis comes on a sub, scores a 26. What was he break even? Probably would have been about 26 as well. 8, yeah. Sucks for those who held him and fielded him tonight. He won't even be your best 18 anyway. So, yeah, look, not much to go off in the game. We'll get into the chat. I haven't looked at the chat at all so far. What do we got here? It's gone off a little bit. Guys are still up. Corey, what was Fagan thinking? Something at Ashcroft would have gone 80 plus for sure. Yeah, would have, should have, could have. Yeah, it's a lot of that. Like, you just get rid of these guys. You don't fall off of rookies. Let's just move to the lounge room. Sorry, just moving rooms. It's probably a good reason why you don't hold rookies and just move them on, because there is a chance that they do get rested at some point. Give me 2 seconds. Can you guys hear the TV in the background? I'm just asking Miss how to turn it down if you can. 16 disposals in the third quarter for Kyle was massive. Yeah, I didn't watch the game, so I'm sort of relying on you guys at the moment to tell me how the game went. Dunks out, thanks. Are you going to get rid of Dunks, Max? What's your plan of Dunks? Yeah, we both got him in tonight, so that was a good pick by us. We were pretty hot on him all week, really. So, yeah, good choice. Yeah, somebody excited about the pick. Corey, I'm so glad tonight I optimised my team this week and I didn't BC Neale in the end. Neale, well, to be fair, Neale and Dunkley would have been the play against Essendon. You would have thought, like Essendon's so done of injuries, would have been the more logical idea, I suppose. Like no one probably thought it would be that close of a game. So the merit was there for going there. You just can't foresee Essendon giving them a run for their money. I think that conversation happened about a month ago, Max, from McCluggage. He's always been pretty good this year. He's been solid. He's definitely top 6 mid, in my opinion. He's got to be. It's him and Bont and Daylight. There's also Brayshaw, of course. Not sure. I didn't see the game, so just goes to show that if you pay value, it paves the way for your side going forward. I don't know. Spike game is 60 now. Yeah, pretty much is, isn't it, for small forwards? It's probably why I don't go small forwards anymore. It's like when I picked Dolan at F8 this year. That was a bad mistake. Sardis put in 26 in 15 minutes. That's actually pretty decent, Oik. Thanks for the update. Because I generally didn't look at the game. I've been working tonight, hence the midnight stream. Give us a thumbs up for the stream too. I've got a little bit more energy tonight. I still feel a bit sick. I don't know if you can hear it. Flying Dons, you're dreaming, Maxie. Glad you're on here though, mate. Dunks. Tog after 2 weeks really hurt me. Yeah. What was his Tog? Bloody annoying for those owners. I did the same, but like our theory was anyway. Cash generation, we sort of needed the cheapest rookie because we don't, like you said, like these guys were not going to cash out anyway. All their job security is pretty trash anyway. And you'd rather pay the 99K guy that has DPP. I also realised on my side I can't really have a DPP guy that's forward defence because I've already got. If we scroll down, if Gray got dropped, I couldn't put him forward because it'd be Simpson and forward. Sorry, Simpson and Gray. I couldn't leave him back down. If he gets dropped down back, I'm stuffed because it'd be Gray and Leak. So, because Leak's not getting a game and Simpson's not going to get a game in 10 weeks, I realised I couldn't even get a forward DPP anyway that's not going to play because it would have stuffed me here. I would have had 2 dead rookies here, 2 dead rookies here, and I'd be hoping that Gray played or else my hands are tied. So I sort of went the Archer Wicks because at worst I could put him in my midfield bench instead of filling these ones up. So yeah, I knew Day Wicks would score pretty trash, but I didn't really care. I was just paying bottom dollar at this point. Save 20 grand on an upgrade, I would. It's the reason why I can afford Holmes this week instead of Matt Rao. So, I mean, essentially, Gray would give me Matt Rao or Holmes would give me, other way around. Gray would give me Matt Rao. But Day Wicks allows me to get Holmes. So sort of a bit of a trade-off there. Yeah, I don't know. The side's stacked. Like, I'm not worried about. I don't sound stupid, but I don't really look at the top teams above me. I just sort of like the footy coaches say, you just worry about your own backyard before looking at what everyone else is doing. I can only improve my side. I can't sabotage theirs or whatever. So why do I care who they've got? Maybe if it's a Sinclair, sure, he was 80% top 1%, but yeah, I don't really look at the teams in front. I just try to trade well and play my own game and not have to worry about other people and get a leg up by playing it my own way instead of being cookie cutter this year. And I haven't been cookie cutter at all. Holmes is definitely a cookie cutter pick, but that's probably more of a bit of a anti-pod play. But now our team's got a few pods now. Cardwell won't be a pod next week. Everyone will go there, surely, because they've got no cash. I've got awful cash. So I don't know how everyone's affording Bonds and Gorn and Cherry this way on, unless you've held a 500k like Shorty has. Well done, mate. He goes, DJ Gardner Holmes. It says, jumped on the Cardwell train this week too. Seen enough last week to be convinced CBAs were up from the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I agree. Yep. He was one I was looking at after the lockout, and I thought it was very similar. There's a few players I'm still tossing between, and you always will, but yeah. Yeah, and I'm just wrapped with it. Yeah, I forgot you still got him actually. With Washcloft. Max Dunks last week, Todd was 78 and 77. He looks hurt, not going to lie. He always, I'll always be here. Thanks, Max. Melvin says, would you rather Tom Stewart or Ryan Marrick? Jeez. Weirdly enough, probably Tom Stewart. I know it's, if you put injury aside, I'd rather Tom Stewart any day of the week. I think Marrick is it. He only takes kickouts. There's nothing good about Marrick. Supercoach has just been gifted with the kickouts. Apart from that, he's actually a really shit player. He's scared to go for the ball when it's contested anyway. Visually, I hate watching Marrick. I only like him because he runs for the ball to grab a kick out. Other than that, he's actually putrid to watch. Even as an owner, it's a very hard watch. He gets scaled up for nothing too. Like, bloke gets scaled for touching the ball once, and then he'll go up 9 points. So if you're a non-owner, he'd actually really piss you off. He'd piss me off, actually, if I didn't own him. Like I said, he pissed me off anyway. Max says Cudwell's a lock next week. Go for it. Zach played the whole game halfback. Looks good. Yeah, I saw a few of the turnovers, but look, if he stays in halfback, I don't really care. That'd be better for my Supercoach, I think, going forward. Nick, what would you What would you do if Nick Watson punted your dog in the head? Jesus. I'd probably punt him in the head, actually. Good question. Yeah, probably throw him in a trash bin. What more could you probably do a hit and run, actually? Probably, I don't know. Just anyone that hits animals or anything, you just destroy them. Oh, stuff Nick Watson, though. He's no wizard anyway. Yeah, whatever. I actually hate Nick Watson, to be fair. So just watching him see this ducking shit. Ducking's the worst thing I've seen in football for the last decade. Started with Selwood, Duckwood, and now you get all these small forwards doing it. Even Richmond players do it, to be honest, too. You see Mansell do it all the time. But it's just the way they're taught to play. Some of them head over the ball, lean their head back. Like, I'm not saying Richmond players are unacceptable to this. I've seen plenty of Tigers, but that just the head back and the fling is so bullshit. Play the game, don't play the free kick. I can't stand small forwards. I just want to deck him every time I see him. Anyway, that Nick Watson question's been sitting on my screen too long. Yeah, ASD is on my bench. His score won't even make my field. Yeah, same here. That's why I didn't care. Big call, Maxi, 115 to the bias. Yeah, fair. Hey, Joe. Wow, I thought we'd get pumped tonight. What's going on, mate? I've not seen you jump in here in a little while. Good to see you, mate. Always good to see a familiar face. What a smile. You need to do Colgate adverts, mate. Not even gaslighting you here. James Hamilton tickets. Tickets to what? I don't know what you're talking about. Am I putting tickets on myself? Is that what's going on here? Cardwell tackling machine. Yeah, he is. Kamal, hey Brad, saw you picked up Cardwell. Good get. Holy shit. I'm ranked 63, but I think I'm going to take a hit after this round, unfortunately, Dunks and Zorko Killers. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at your side, 63. Hope you don't mind just having a sneaky look here. See what you're on about. Killing it too if you're this far. 63. Let's have a sneaky scroll. For those who didn't catch this stream with Shorty too, have a look at Shorty's Supercoach channel. I did a stream with him a couple of nights ago. So Fid's up. Oh, yeah, you've got Zorko too. Yep, that'd kill you. Dunkley, yep. Oh, no. Yeah, you're... Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. You would have traded Reed, though, surely. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're going to definitely take a hit, unfortunately. Shit. What were your trades this week? Because how many you got playing? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you got 16 anyway. You've actually got 16 playing. It looked worse than what it was. Very good side. You got the big dogs as well. How many rookies are you holding? So you need to get rid of... You need D6 upgraded. You need M8. And you need an F6. So you only need 3 spots. Yes, you're doing really well. Well done to you, by the way. Yeah, I've heard the same thing, Corey. I've definitely heard the same thing about Tommy Stewart. I think your safest bet's actually Rao this week, to be honest. I'd actually play it Rao, Stewart, Oliver. Also, I don't think he was like a huge miss. I think he was one that just went under the radar more than an obvious pick. I think it was the opposition. People would have been like 97 break even. He plays Brisbane. Let's give it a week. Who was to know he was going to bang out a 120? I didn't know that was going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball, although it seems like it sometimes. But yeah, this is right as well, Corey. Yeah, Marek played up the ground due to Waterman's injury. Early Clangers killed him. It did, yep. Certainly did, so it's fine. Yes, I don't know. I still prefer Thomas Stewart when he's healthy over bloody Max shit. Max took all the kick-ins all, and Nick Martin, oh my god, I love you, 166. Yeah, how many kick-ins does Merritt actually take? I need to turn off my phone so my body Wi-Fi doesn't take out. Well, anyway, Merritt doesn't even run to take kick-ins. He's always on the goal line watching the ball go through. Yeah, the most accurate thing I've heard all night, actually. Max, Zach was on 50 and ran all the way to take a kick in. Good. Hi, Matthew. I love those as highs. Like just, I'm not. Yeah, I'm serious, man. Like you seriously do a Colgate advert. I can't even compete. You know, I love Nick Watson. Nick Watson loves dogs. Has a greyhound. It's a redeeming feature. I feel like I've seen that comment on someone's page before about what would you do if Nick Watson kicked his dog. So I knew he was taking the piss. I just wanted to keep going with it. Goat is in the house. Jonas Goat, one of my faves actually. Supercoach Hall said he heard from someone who has been right on plenty of players out or made sub that Tom Stewart won't play on Sunday. Yeah, shit. More the reason to pick Holmes, and I'm still actually debating Holmes and Rao. I know Holmes seems the obvious one, but apparently Zorgo had ice on his calf after the game. Did he really? Did he play out the game though? That's what I care about. If he did he play until the siren went, or did he come off ice on his calf? Interesting. Very interesting, actually. Calm, that's right. We're both in this. Are we? Are we versing each other? I haven't actually had a look. To me, I know it sounds really stupid. I haven't been looking at leagues at the moment. I've just been looking at my ranking and haven't even been. I don't care if this sounds a little bit arrogant, but if your ranking's decent, you don't really look at your league matchups because you have a feeling you're probably going to win most times. So I haven't looked at any league matchups in at least a month. And tell my bloody, what do you call it? When Supercoach lifts anyway, it tells you 111 out of 11 leagues. So I don't really look at leagues anymore. I probably should because I created a few, but I've just been getting too excited. Because I know this is one of those shots where while you're here, you just soak it all in and hope for the best and keep doing what you're doing. Max says, Joe, I go first and two. He look good. We look good, he said. So this is his trades. Is that actually how you spell? Is that like Calum? Calum. I've never heard that name before. I live under a rock though. Zach Reed, Conestone, and Matt Carroll. Okay. All right, here we go. Fahini, Gray, Archene Wicks. Damn. Yeah, okay. So you have two rookies up after that. Yeah. Reed on the field as well, like me. So this is the strategy. Okay, so Callum says was going to grab a 99k non-playing rookie next week. Anyway, so just grab. Yeah, I agree with this strategy. This is what Yaron pointed out to me as well. He's like, what's the point using the extra 20k? Like you're not going to cash these guys out anyway. Like you're fully upgraded basically. So what does it matter? Just may as well go down to the basement and use the money elsewhere. So yeah. Even though he called me, gave me a 27, it's not going to be my best 18 anyway, or else I probably would have went grey. But he makes a very good point. You save 20k on that because you just want to upgrade to the best available now. But there's even options for Holmes. Like if I didn't want to go Holmes, I could still do other things if I wanted to. This is the third trade is the only one that's not locked in anyway, actually. I'm not even playing funny buggers at this point. I still considered Stewart, but people saying he's a laid out would worry the shit out of me. Where's I going to forward helps. So there's Matt Rao there. I wouldn't touch too much else around here. Rory Laird was on my radar at one point. Not maybe even a week or two ago, and he's been like rested. This is a concern for owners. It could get Steele, but I think I could get any of these guys instead of Holmes, but I could also get a Nas as well if I wanted to. I'd definitely consider Nas in my side as well. But the Holmes DPP in the fixture sort of makes more sense. What else could I do here? I don't think there's anyone in the forward line I give a damn about though. No forward line players I care about. Wouldn't go near these guys. What's the 3-round average? Wow, Jack Crisp. Someone mentioned Crisp not long ago. I couldn't do it to myself. It's hard enough liking Collingwood as a Richmond supporter already. I don't want to like him even more. I hate that I like Collingwood. Such a Yaz would be happy about that, but anyway. Yeah, anyway, I'm just mucking around now. Go back to Holmes and probably try to see on Holmes. I don't even know. I'd love Stewart this week if he wasn't playing a Sunday. But yeah, good theory as well for the 99k. Honestly, if we weren't so shit in the first quarter, we would have won that. It's the most Essendon thing I've ever heard, Joe. Nah, that's fair enough. I didn't see the game, so you're probably right, mate. Kyle's third quarter is the best. What is the single best disposal tally in the third quarter for any Essendon player in history? Wow. You have to watch the game. Brad, guess what you're doing? Wait, Brad, guess what you were doing to laugh at me? I'm ranked 1K. I'm getting picket. Keep it on. Well, you've just put it on screen here now, so you can do that at 500k, sure. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm definitely getting sick. I'm going to struggle this weekend. Jonas, hey Joe, training in Carbon next week. He played full game. I don't know what he played full game. What are we talking about here, Sam? Matt tags Orko next. He plays the game. Matt tags Orko. He played the game out. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. Got you now. Yep. Well, then I don't care about his calf. Chappy. Anyways, what do you got here? Probably. Yeah, I just trade in any primo. I don't care if they got their buyers. I don't really stick to that theory. Yeah, I know. You're talking about Max Holmes. My bad. Sorry. Right, I got you. Kanak, Cleary, El Huli to McCauliffe and Gray. I don't know. I don't see any merit in McCauliffe. Goes well this week. Apologies, but yeah, I don't know. Don't see it. Can you afford Toby Green instead of McCauliffe? I'd rather go up to Green or down to Sheldrick or Shannon Neal, weirdly enough, over McAuliffe. I don't like any mid-pricer, to be honest. Corey Max Holmes only has 3 top teams. Yeah, no, I should probably just leave Max Holmes in there, to be honest. What are we doing? Let's just do that then, and I don't have to worry about it. I can just keep him on my side. It's a nice looking team there. It's like looking at artwork. I think you're in the money with Holmes, then have the Sire second, him over Rao probably. Yeah, I think so too, probably at this point. I will, yeah, and get Holmes, throw away the keys, last buy. Yeah, that's true too. Last buy, so you get 3 more scores as you improve your team anyway. Yeah. It's probably the best thing I've ever heard. Yeah, no, I agree, Aaron. How are those ciggies going? If you want to support the channel too, become a member like Yaron. It's very supportive. I do appreciate that. It won't cost you an arm or leg either. It means actually, you know what I should do this weekend for you guys is get a new camera because this camera's like So bad. Stewart going to be allowed out 100%? I have no idea. I'm not Tom Stewart or his mum, or Brad Scott, or Chris Scott. I don't know what Brad Scott's got to do with this. I'm sorry. It's not 100%, but it's bloody Chris Scott. And Tom Stewart wears a headband. Who knows? He could probably have gastro because Chris Scott's full of shit. Jonas, people will be talking about Wayman 224k against him every game. Yeah, I couldn't touch Wayman with a 10-foot pole or your pole, to be honest. It's the haircut for me. I don't know if people know I'm joking sometimes. Hard read. Corey plays Essendon Richmond twice as well. GMHBA. Yeah, he's talking about Max Holmes. Yeah, all right, he's in my side, all right, lads. And ladies, if there's any ladies in here. 130k in the bank. This is a good question. Dazza says, when's the shrimp merch coming out, Brad? Yeah, actually, funnily enough, me and the missus went out the other day to some embroidery places. We're just looking at a shrimp logo, so we're going to get t-shirts and hats. Not with my Supercoach Pro, bloody, what do you call it, my profile pic or whatever you call it, the stick figure thing, but like an actual shrimp. Just because of that shorty stream. And then, I don't know, SCP in small letters, and then a shrimp, but a funny shrimp, I don't know. I'm not even joking. I went to a place the other day. They make you want to buy in bulk, though, so you got to spend quite a bit of money. And if you're stuck with all that shrimp merchandise, could be a weird one at the gym with 10 minimal orders of 10 t-shirts and 10 caps. I'd have to, I'm seriously doing it though. I just got to work out when. And postage, I've got to work out how to do the postage side of things. And anyway, I'm actually going to do a proper shop thing, I reckon. I want to get out of doing a 9 to 5 anyway, so this could be it. You got to take risks in real life as well. I'm not going to sit here the rest of my life doing a freaking 9 to 5. I want to be my own boss. I'm sick of listening to someone tell me I've run out of annual leave. Fury, Nassau Holmes, I think. Yeah, probably Holmes, Fury. Corey, worries about Shannon Neal. What? He averaged 104 without Dangerfield and 48 with Dangerfield. Well, Dangerfield's back next week, so maybe don't do it. Tom, Supercoach versus LFG, son. I have no idea who that is. LFG. You're going to have to spell it out for me properly. I have no idea, Tom, sorry. Yeah, and smoking is a health hazard, but so Supercoach, yeah, body oath. My 9 to 5 is, funnily enough, I'm actually a supervisor on an afternoon shift, so I do 4 p.m. till midnight, hence why I'm jumping on a midnight stream. So I won't say where, but yeah, just do supervisor role. But again, I'm sick of having to call in sick and tell somebody I'm not coming in. Just want to do my own online shit and get out of doing this stupid NPC life. Sick of it. I feel like at this point I'm in a body simulation, just working for who? Want to cover my petrol to get to work. Anyway, I won't get started on that stuff. I'm pretty sure we're all pretty woke about that kind of shit. I think if COVID was anything to go by, we saw the government trying to control shit. If they do that again, oh my God. Anyway, what are we doing? So this is something I wanted to look at real quick. I did jump on and jump off with Steve as well. So if you ever want to see my thoughts on the top most traded out and traded in, we do this on Steve's channel and my channel, but I haven't been able to do it the last few weeks. But top 1% traded out. Zach Reed, 35% of them did. I only look at top 1% now. Only because it's a little bit of a more accurate read on what the big dogs are doing. And it does vary a bit, but this is interesting. Marek, 286 sides out of him. Big call. But his break-even's 150, so yeah. This makes no sense to me. As being the fourth most traded out and fifth most traded out, that's pretty crazy for me. That says people have a dead bench and they need anyone to play. So they probably brought after day weeks in for these guys. That's concerning that they're 4 and 5 on the list. I don't know if you guys read it like that, but that just says to me no one's even got cash to sell anyone high because Levi Ashcroft's not on here. Yeah, weird. Cleary makes sense. Shees, yeah, I guess we'll find out what happens with Shees over the next 4 weeks. Yeah, this is a weird trade, actually. I don't even know if I want to talk at it now. They just, I don't know, you can't make much cash out of all that stuff, really, apart from Zach Reed. I actually disagree with this list completely. You were meant to trade out McRae last week, and I think that's a bullshit call. Laywell was injured, so that makes sense. Max Hall, at least he plays this week. His break even's high. The only one I agree with is probably Reed. The rest of this, Sheasley can wait. There's no way you've got a fully upgraded side, and I don't hate people for doing this, but you just get your rookies off the field. But whatever, if you think the role's dead, then that's fine. I mean, for me, he's probably just going to be D7, M9 at worst case for Shees, but I don't know. I can't work it out. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't feel like I should have looked at it. Top 1%. No one traded in after day weeks. Top 1%? Well, this is all coaches. 1%. Let's go 1%. Okay, 1% actually made after their weeks here, so they went for basement, but not really. So I'd rather a guy. So there's 13k difference between these two guys. One's got DPP and the other scored, 13, 14 points more than the other. This is why you go basement, really. No DPP with Clark either. Like, if he gets dropped, he's done. He's stuck in your back line with Week, Hasty, Patton, whatever. What's his name is? Campbell Gray makes sense. Yep, whatever. Merritt. I've said this about Merritt. I didn't like him as a pick since owning him. I thought it was a downhill skier. Behind the ball might help. This is big, actually. Max Holmes in. 275 sides. All right, he's definitely locked in. Wang makes sense. Dacos makes sense. McAuliffe makes no sense. Top 1% should not be trading in friggin' McAuliffe. That's how you lose your rank, actually. That's the dumbest thing I've actually seen all night. Sorry for anyone that just asked me McAuliffe questions, but yeah, a top 1% team should not be trading in McAuliffe. Yeah. Well, I'd love to see what their fallback is if Thomas Stewart's laid out, because I'm worried about that now. Because it's the last game of the round, and Matt Rao, I've looked at Matt Rao and Tom Stewart, so that makes sense. But some of these other ones are mysterious to me. I'm not getting on a high horse either and saying I'm bloody right. Mind you, I'm just saying I don't get it. So anyway, sorry for anyone that had those thoughts. I don't think I will, actually, to be honest. I'll probably just fade Bont. I'm not even joking. I don't think many teams will be able to get Bont anyway. I'd have to do something cute with my flex to afford Bont. I'd have to go Marshall down to Mills in flex and then upgrade Bolton to Bont, maybe something like that. But not on my rookies. I'd have to sideways for sure to get him. Anyway, Jason. Wixie. What's going on, mate? So you got to jump on Carwell as well. Yeah, nice. If he wasn't on the bench for 10 minutes. Yeah, I saw that as well. Yeah, frustrating. Levi will be the most thrown out next week. You watch. Yeah, for sure. I agree, Corey. Good call, mate. T-Mac, what's going on? Should be more troubles in everyone's side than Shees. Yeah, I agree, D-Mac, honestly. I couldn't give a stuff about Shees right now. Angus Clark was crap tonight. Yeah, that's why you don't. I just think the DPP guys are going to be crucial now. Give us a like for this 1 a.m. stream on a Thursday night, by the way. There's 35 sitting in chat. And sub if you haven't already, if I haven't already said that. Notice I've got so many dubs on the bench. Boyd, Gross, Hall, Campo, Simpson. So, yeah, you're screwed up me. Sale over Stewart for 1k less. What has he been doing? I've never really got a good read on Salem. Like, I feel like he's had these patches of consistency. If Bowie was injured, I'd probably be all over him. Salem. I know you've mentioned him to me a few times actually. If I could know what the bloody if I could know the reasoning why these poor scores were here. So what are they? So 1 13, 1 10, 77, 64, 94, 83, 110, 57, 72, 84, 117. So let's do this by score. My score actually looks pretty decent. 4 tons, 2 of them against North and Richmond. Does he have a certain venue he prefers? Time on ground, 106, 100, 98. What are the free kicks against and stuff like that? Free kicks against. Yeah, okay, yep. Yeah, okay, so that's why he scored 64. Disposals. What does he need to ton up? Gosh, yeah, right. He needs. You're not going to get 10 marks each week. That's the issue. Oh, man. What does he need to ton up is the question, I suppose. He needs a lot of chip mark game, clearly. Yeah. What's his recent like? 2 tons in the last 5 games. Does he have a home ground he prefers to play? So the G. I can't get a good read on him. Who's he got? He's got St Kilda though. Collingwood, good matchup. Yeah, I still would prefer Tommy Stewart. Just think he can come back to normal at some point. Anyway, 43 at this time is crazy. Would you consider? Nah, I wouldn't consider Ned Long. He plays for Collingwood. Plays his old side this week, and again has West Coast and Richmond together. Nah, too many 90s in Long for me to consider. Matthew, I can get Bont with Levi Ashcroft and Darcy. Yeah, if you can do that, why not? I guess. Bont with Ashcroft and Darcy. Bought. I'd probably do that. Hopefully, you've got enough cash to finish your team. But yeah, I'd actually do that. I just think Bont's so expensive though. He's probably not going to come down, but if it doesn't hinder your side next 2-3 weeks, then I don't see why not. Okay, sorry, Tom. He's got my last comment was that I was lucky to BC McCluggage. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I worked tonight, so I'm a bit slow. That's a very good call by you, Tom. Don't get Sam. He's so always gets injured. He does have a good hammy. Yeah, I don't even know. Anyone in the chat know? All right, Jonas is 441k. Is that all? Really? Yeah, right. The goat himself, of course, you live this time. Yeah. Thanks, Mikey. Thought of going live real quick anyway. Wicks, round 16 is a killer for me. Would you love to jump on Stewart or just get him? Sorry, would you love to jump on Stewart just for him to get injured again? I'm still about Stewart, maybe not this week in case he is like people are saying, but I haven't really looked at what have I got? Round 13. Round 13, I'm missing Sinclair, Brayshaw, Bolton, and Marshall. How many players? And Clark? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't afford to get Nas instead of thingy. Round 14. Roberts, who's not really a primo at the moment anyway. Roberts. Okay, I'm fine for that round. I'll be good that round for sure. I'm not a Dacos owner too, so that will actually really help me. Round 15, am I cooked? I'm not even cooked for this. Petrarca, Gorn, Rankin, Marek. That's 4 players. Maybe I'm cooked from round 16. Zorko, Smith, Merritt, Carwell, Holmes. Yeah, I've cooked myself here. Oh, no, I haven't. Only 5. I'm actually 5. I'm fine. Zorko, Smith, Merritt, Holmes, Carwell. Yeah, we're fine. We only got 5 maximum each buy. We don't give a damn. We'll be fine. All buyers will be laughing. Yeah, all good. Anyway, what do you got for me? Is Bolton and Roberts keepers for the whole season? Ideally, no, but I don't know how people are going to get rid of them. I potentially could. I just have to use a few trades and downgrade a rookie and upgrade those two at the same time somehow. There's a world where you can carry them for the whole season Fury, but at the same time, you can't have every top dog in every top line. It's beyond measure for me. You'd have to have all the best rookies still, like literally every one of them. Matthew Hitz will leave me with 2 rookies, Lindsay, Clark, or Gray and Flex. Jesus. Yeah, I wouldn't do it then. Not having Lindsay, Clark, or Gray and Flex. And Cohen with an F6 and the structure is pretty good. I think you're sacrificing 2 positions for 1 player by the sounds of it, though. Leave me with 2 rookies. I'm not going to ask too many times in this chat because I'm going to only ask it once because I don't want to do team stuff in a live. If I want to do that, I can do that in a members only chat. But what is your team name? And no one else spare me team names. So I just want to have a look what he's talking about because I do not got the brain capacity to go through 14 teams in 10 minutes. So, Matthew, chuck your team name in there. I'll have a quick look what you're talking about just so I can get a better understanding. And that, speaking of which, I haven't even seen who's in my leagues and matchups. Not leagues, sorry. Game day. Who am I versing in the community that we know in 2027 when the size the load? Yeah, this is fun. I'm versing the Scott Mother. Okay, well, you'll see later. 1829 projected. I'm versing my dad. No way. I'm actually versing my dad. All right, Dad, what do you got for me, mate? What? Show me your. Oh no, you're cooked. Oh no, he captained Neil. Of course he did. Dad, are you even watching footy? That is the most dad thing ever. He didn't even VC. He VC'd. Oh, what is my dad doing? He brought in McCall. I might have to call him tomorrow and say, why are you bringing in McCall? That is the most dad pick ever from my man. Oh, man. This is actually my dad. I'm not even joking. Mansell's weapons. I've already told you guys he loves Ryan Mansell, so as a football player. Sarong, Whitfield, McCall, Neil Bullen. What? Why does my dad have Neil Bullen? Dad, if you're watching this on playback, call me when you see this because this is ridiculous. What is that bench? Why you still got Harry Armstrong, Dad? Oh, okay. And you brought in all the wrong rookies. You haven't been listening to my channel, but you've got Bont, and he's got a buy. Clearly, my old man doesn't watch my channel because he'd be doing better than this if he did. Dad, this is why you will never get close to 50K because you bring in players like Neil Bullen, McCullough, you got Bo Allen. Man, you've got Armstrong and Hasty. You bring in Cockroach Man, Lorenzo. Sounds like a Ferrari race car driver. You're still holding Power Spray Pepper. It just reminds me of Capsicum Spray at this point. Anyway, enough of me dad's side. He may as well be playing for nothing. Hope you don't watch this because I won't get any inheritance anymore. So shout out to my sister. She'll get it all now. Anyway, enough of that. So yeah, gonna absolutely wipe the floor with me dad. So call me the janitor this week, Dad, because I'm gonna mop you up. Yeah, yellow and black, Kim. Might be Eminem's mum. I don't even know. Girlfriend, whatever. Faulty Towers, that's a weird name. I know the movie, but fair enough, Riley. Lucky I'm not a news reporter because I'd read whatever's on the scoop, like Anchorman. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, Stuart, you're definitely about 65. Yeah, right. Interesting. You're going to give me a run for my money, apparently. What's Mr. Rex himself got? I wonder if you're as old as your dinosaur name. Potential that you are. If you're watching this on playback, my apologies. Anyway, what's he got? He's got Clark and Kako. Well, yeah, there you go. I've got Day Weeks, mate, so don't even worry. You just doubled your score with Clark there. He's got Ned Long, Brayshaw, McCauliffe. Again, McCauliffe, Gray, Bias, Wang. The only Wang you need is not this. Anyway, anyone from the other leagues that I actually know play? I'm fourth in the Tim Mitchell. Tim sucks at Supercoach. Jeez, he must have had a crystal ball for that. Jesus. Poor guy. I feel sorry for his side. He's been like the kiss of death, unfortunately. He's got to have the worst luck as Supercoach at the moment. It's just wild how it happens. It's like Supercoach do it on purpose. Magic numbers, I don't know what I'm number one in that, whatever that is. I forgot what it is. Timbo Mint Slices. Wow, what a name. I hate mint slices. The fact that you got mint slices in your name says to me more than I need to know. I can smell the diabetes from here. Anyway, enough about diabetes. Sorry to anyone in the comments that has diabetes. What body of... Jeez, what do we got here? Are these real? Body of... No way. Well, sorry, I'm basically the devil, so if you watch this channel, you're probably unsubbing at some point, Mr. Churchman. Hawkball. Oh, you've got to be a Hawthorn flog. No wonder you're scoring 14 this week. Get a new shield too. This is like a Captain America went to preschool shield. Anyway, I'm just having a bit of a roasting. I'm a bit bored, lads. I don't know any of these people. I've heard of this one. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go back to my actual side. Ooh, ranked number one right now. Okay, anyway, get back to the side and see what you guys have been saying in the comments after my roasting some random shit. Am I a Dogs fan? Oh my god, you guys are spamming me like Fortnite right now. I want to play Fortnite soon. I was so keen on Steel at 470. Yeah, so was I. I was keen on him as well. Wicks. Oh my god, he's changed his profile to Wicks. Oh my god, that's the best thing I've ever seen. Lions 3-bet, yeah, I wanted to talk at this specifically just for Matt, and I'm not doing any other team names. So if you write your team name in there, disregard it because I won't be looking at it. I was just curious to see what he's talking about. Lions repeat. Why am I helping a guy that is Lions 3? Like, I generally do not like the Brisbane Lions, but I help you, Matthew, anyway. Did the Lions bring their own umpires tonight? Can somebody tell me? Overall rank, 4,699. Let's just go by bench. Okay, so he's got, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Let's sort this out. Let's go by position. That's sort a bit better. Yeah, we train at F6. D6. That can't stay. Yeah, I wouldn't grab one with this side, Matthew. I don't think I could do it. Oh, you've actually got Darcy Fort. Okay, that's wild. What made you get Darcy Fort? He would have been cheap, actually. He's made 65k. He must have been 191 or something. What's he got for his forward line? Yep. Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't. Not considering you got Humphrey at F6, I don't think I could advocate for wasting all the money on bonds. But that's the last team I'll look at. I'll go to the questions because I'll probably shoot up a bit of time talking about bloody league games. Corey, I love hearing about Tim Mitchell and his defender trade-ins. He brought in Luke Ryan for 50, Clark for 58, Nas for 62, Witt for 82, and now Zorko for 65. He's actually the kiss of death. Jeez, I didn't even BC Zorko tonight. I thought about it. I don't think anyone's a must-have. I think we need to stamp this out of the game. Probably not. I don't think he's a must-have at all. I'd wait till he bottoms out completely. He might even get to 500k on the dot. I don't think he's a must-have. I just think he's a probable get when you have the funds and when you can afford to just pay 200k on top of a primo instead of 300k. Certainly, I'd keep waiting until he plummets to his basement, basically, until you know that he's got to break even at 50. Depends how long you can wait too. Like you do need his primo sooner or later, but certainly wouldn't be holding too long. But also just do it when the time's right. But again, not a must-have. Anyway, I'm ranting too much again. Matthew traded trainer to Nas and Humphrey to Angus Clark this week. Damn. Okay, so you got one. Okay, so you got a D6, but now he's downgraded to F6. Yeah, that's hard. Awkward. I was thinking about our chat before, bro. I reckon Nasso was Sinclair. I would not do that. Nasso because Sinclair is the final. Yeah, fair enough. If you want the 60k, I just think Sinclair's a better VC option, but that's all. There's a few people in the name. It's Matthew with the red and blue shield. I think I got the right shield. Was it cloudy too? I had it's my first year. No, it's okay. It's when I'm taking the Mickey out of someone, I'm only joking. Like I'm not actually here to be an arrogant prick or anything. So please don't take me seriously at all. Like, if you think I'm being serious, I'm sorry. Come on, Pops. He's talking to me, old man. It's the same as my uncle Brad. He does the same thing as his dad. Yeah, my dad doesn't know how to play Supercoach. My dad's he's no good. He's good at financial advice, but not that. Ooh, he's actually got a bit of money to spend. Look, I just wouldn't grab Bont with your side. I'm a little bit tired. I bought in Arsenal, which for a dead rookie. I won't use that word, but there is a chance you might be. You might want to get a check on that. I'm not doing any team name things. I cannot be stuffed. Maybe just DM me like everybody else does on Twitter. I'll probably get more of a chance looking on Twitter. Supercoach Pro 91, Benny, if I follow you back. If I'm not following you, just comment on my recent posts and just post your site on there. I'll have a look. My brain can't do it right now. I struggled to read the other one. I couldn't even put it in the right bloody format. Sorry, Benny. But I'll have a look at it on Twitter if you got Twitter. If not, just chuck it in the comments at the end of the YouTube video. Benny Tim keeps bringing in players I haven't. No, just a curse. You're a Dogs fan. No, definitely not, mate. I'm a Tigs man. That's your big, what do you call it, green light. If I don't bring in a Richmond rookie, it means I'm concerned about job security or I'm so 50-50 on Gray, though. Like I just don't want to pay up. I just don't know if he holds when Bolter comes back. That's my issue. Sims will get dropped or Gray will. It's so hard to know. I started Ed Richards this week. Why do you think I'm a Dogs fan? Oh, because my team's named the Bond's Identity. No, that's on the Bond. He's my favourite player. Good to see Shrimp. Good to see Shrimp by Supercoach doing well. That was so funny on Tuesday night with Shorty actually, and then the missus popped up in the chat. Yeah, I know. I was waiting for this one for so long, to be honest. Like, I actually haven't copped any of this stuff before, but you're so right. Imagine having Bond's identity as your name, but not having Bond's. Yeah, it's pretty raw. I know. I get it. That's a really good point. Had to change the profile picture to my mama's cousin. Matthew Southern Darcy at not 190. Yeah, mate, that's a bloody good shout for what you've done there. Anyway, thanks for looking at it. Sorry for the spam. Nah, that's all right. Don't worry about the spam. The spam's what keeps the lives going, to be honest. Hey, mate, how did your players go tonight? Double dummy. I mean, my trades went okay. I know today Wicks won't count as my score, but brought in Caldwell, Maxi Holmes, and Wicks. This was just to generate cash for these two guys in hindsight. Bice out, Lindsay's chopped early, whatever. Hewitt's out as well, so yeah, a bit of a weird one, but at least we've got two guys we actually want on our side, so I'm not going to have to stress out about Rao now. I could just tune out. Yeah, I would have started Bond if he wasn't injured as well. That's exactly my point, actually, Corey, so thank you for that. I think you see top right-hand corner, 2010. Well, that was actually a good year for me. I did personal training course and blah, blah, blah. Only using one trade, 338K. I got nothing in the bank. I got like 7K. I've only got one upgrade to do now, though. 7K with one upgrade, you're laughing. Yeah, I've already got 22. If you include my flex as your 22, that would be 22. To get a 23rd would be huge, though. What the hell? Does he got 520K in the bank? Have 520K in the bank. Jeez. 520. Holmes, Nas, and Rao. The top dogs I can think of that would pay money for. Holmes, Nas, Rao. If you don't have any of those three, there's surely one you don't have any of those. Thanks for the dry comment. Yeah, did. You got a nice 123 for July. Thinking Stewart at the moment. You just got to have a backup plan if he does go way out, that's all. I want the Cardwell play. Well played, but now everyone's going to jump on him. Yeah, 100% they will, but it's always nice being one step ahead because as they do that, I'll do something else next week. If I'm always one step ahead, I'm fine with that. Pay a little bit less, get a little bit of a jump. Then if he goes to shit and everyone's jumped on him, well, then it is a win for me because I already jumped on him before the price rise, before the big score. So I'm not really fast. If people grab the players I've grabbed, that's fine. Not everything I do is perfect anyway. I've made plenty of mistakes in Supercoach. What have got up? Ryan 1D bench. Do I take a 59? Best at ANC. You probably could risk it. I doubt they play trainer forward again. Wouldn't make sense. They're probably going to play Gray forward and train it down back, you'd think. Don't have Holmes, that's all Rao. I'm in the same situation, so if I'm going Holmes, I'm not going to recommend you to not go Holmes. So I'd say Holmes, mate, just with the fixture. Yeah, agreed. And the DPP helps as well. Dummy, one step ahead. Great split end song. True, yeah, it's nice being up ahead of the pack. Jason, I love it. What have you got? I love the stream of Shorty seeing you in a 2020 jumper gave me bad memories. So, yeah. I might have to post a link in the comments with the Shorty video. I'm a bit more tame when I'm by myself. I'm not so body crazy, but when I'm with somebody else, I just go nuts. I just can't help myself. Start laughing like a 5-year-old school kid. Yeah, it was a good stream. I've got a lot of time for Shorty. That man is a bad reply, though. I've already given him enough shit about that. Tom, do you think Jackson will average? No, I do not. I don't know about 80. I think maybe 95 with Jacko on the team, double dummy. Yeah, I don't want to death ride players at all, but he's one we're going to have to, I suppose. This is one thing I've been noticing was interesting. players this week. What's everyone doing? Not this. I'm talking about Supercoach Plus. Coaches' choices. 1%. What are they doing today? Yeah, this is the issue. This ownership of 1%. They cost in 85%. So when he does well, I don't do well. Campbell Gray. Wow, he shot up. Yep. Interesting. Xavier Lindsay, 63% of sides. Sheridan, 56. Lockie Nielsen, 55. So this is huge for me. This is massive. Although I've got what's his name anyway? Merritt, who got 6 points more. Anti-potting Whitfield, 50%, that's fine. Jordan Dawson's in 48%. Merritt's in more than what I thought. I actually don't like Merritt's pick. Dunkley at 31%, that helps immensely. 28% held McRae in the top 1%. That's crazy for me. Tom Green only in 21%. Day Wicks, whatever. Jackson. Where's Holmes? That's what I was looking for, actually. Pretty sure Holmes would be a bad antipod, 54%. I'm not willing to risk it with the run that people are talking about for him. It's hard enough antipodding Whitfield and Dacos sometimes, but they haven't burnt me so bad yet. Yet is the key word. Okay, yeah, his run's ridiculous. West Coast, Gold Coast. Essendon, Lions, Richmond. Yeah, he's probably a good shout, isn't he? I don't know what I'm going to do next week's trade, so please nobody ask me that because I have no idea. Man, I can't believe how many bad shields I've seen. Hopefully Hendo gets named. Give me 2 seconds, chat. God, my nose is running like you wouldn't believe. I have to catch it soon. I'm done. My nose is cooking myself. I don't think he's a must-have. I think if you can't afford to finish your team, he's that guy. Again, not a must-have, though. I don't know what he averages from here on out anyway. Do you think it's more important for players to have good opponents coming up or more home games? Probably a bit of both. Depends on the player. Like if you see a player plays well at home, then clearly the home advantage. Or if you see a player as a downhill skier, you probably go the one that has a good opponents. Ideally, you want both, really. I'd probably lean more to fixture than home games. Corey, I'd love to know how many trolls trying to have Bond this week to get numbers. I'd love to know how many trolls trying to have Bond this week to get numbers. Yeah, that'd be weird to get Bond out. Can you show us your trades again? Cheers, Shrimpy. Oh, mate, that logo is going to be the funniest logo you've ever seen. Undo changes. Yeah, there you go. We've got one upgrade to do in the whole entire side, so probably use 3 trades to do it, but next week probably finish off my team. Don't know how many people can do that, but Trainer's gone probably. Query's gone. I'm going to get bugger all for these guys, but what are they? Let's say 265. Let's say he goes down to 250. I'd be lucky if he gets to 250, actually. He's got to score so bad against Giants. I already know it. I'm going to have to do 3 trades to finish off my side. 250 plus 250 is 500, plus 100K for a dead rookie or whatever. Basement rookie, maybe mid-season draft player. 400K, so I can't even finish off my side with 2 trades next week. I'd have to do 3. Trainer, Query. Oh, who do you go? Trainer, Query. I don't even know. Maybe Marshall. And then, I don't even know. Who cares about next week? Who cares? Who do you think is more likely to get a name? Sorry, who do you think is more likely to get a game during bye rounds? Henderson, Husband, or Clay Hall? Probably Henderson. Probably going to go soon, but 41 just jumped on. Are you trading Roberts at his bye in 2 weeks or keeping him for the year? I don't know. Jonas saying, well, ideally, there's got to be a spike game against Richmond. No, that's the issue too, isn't there? Yeah, he plays Richmond next week. Yeah, and then the week after. But yeah, in an ideal world, he would be gone. Cheese would be gone, maybe. Barrack would be gone. Bolton. There's too many players that would be gone. There's no way you can trade them all out. I don't know. I want to be going out the buyers with at least 5 more trades up my sleeve. So I have no idea how to navigate Roberts and all that situational. I'll probably just focus on my last upgrade next week and then work out the rest. Because if it takes me 3 trades, so I'll be down to 9 trades next week to finish off my side. 9 trades. So what am I going to do? Like, I can probably use 2 or 3 trades and get down to 6. But how am I going to go Roberts, Bolton, and what's the other player? She's to. Oh, how do you do it? You got to get players around the same price. They're going to produce the same score. I don't have a big fat cash cow unless I use Marshall's money, put him down to Mills, and I put Mills' money on top of Bolton and Roberts, or I don't know. I haven't worked that part out at all. I know I've said this a million times on my channel, but I've only ever been a 1 to 2 week player in this game. Probably 2 weeks is where I max out it. I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing, but I've never grabbed myself a notepad to plan out 3 weeks ahead of myself because there's just too many variables for me anyway. I know who I like, I know who I want. But if you had told me 2 weeks ago I was looking at Kywell, I couldn't have told you that at all. You know what I mean? Like, these guys just pop out at random. So for me to pencil myself in for some random, like Butters, I wasn't to know that Kydwell was going to score a 123 tonight. He just seemed like a good price. CBAs are up. He's not going to get tagged. He's 430k. He's M8 at worst. No one was really talking about him, so I also thought maybe he's not really worth it. But you just got to take a punt on people that I don't know. You can't win Supercoach by picking everyone is highly owned, like a Holmes. Like, he won't win me Supercoach, but he certainly won't lose me Supercoach because now he's stopped the bleeding for the sides that do have him and the fixture he's got. This week, I don't have anyone I want to VC, so why not bring in Holmes for that reason, I guess. Like Matt Scorn. I can wait to see what everyone else takes throughout the season. I can see what Dacos scores, what Brayshaw scores, what Green scores. I can see what par is, I guess. Gorn goes 120. All these guys are going 120. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll take the 120. So I guess I'll look at a guy that's got the ceiling. But if Gorn goes 90 and I'm going to chuck Holmes C on, I'll be a little bit worried that he's dropped an 80. So yeah, I don't know. It's just I still don't understand how people are getting rid of other players. Like, when I see people going, I'm trading in Dacos, etc. 9 times out of 10, I know they're just going sideways anyway. So I never get worried about what people's trades are because I know generally they're just going sideways to another primo. When I come out in the buys and I'm fully upgraded, I don't really care. Like, you can't get that. You can't get everyone. Like, anti-potted Dacos, anti-potted Whitfield. There's probably a few others. Anti-potted Horn Francis. So yeah, we don't get FOMO anymore. We don't get fear of missing out of players. I don't really care if I don't get a player that's highly owned. I'm just going to back my whole side instead of just one player that I've got to worry about. Couldn't give a shit. Jason, I've got 3 more rookies to get off the field, but my cash is dead. Yeah, so I get that. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't bring in McIntosh. I'm about to go to bed anyway, so give us stick your like and sub to the channel if you haven't already. Anyway, but yeah, I wouldn't get McIntosh. I'd rather cut my nuts off. Corey, can't wait for Cherry 180 against Sweden next week. Yeah, me too. Good way to go. Yeah, I think so, mate. I'm trying not to overthink this year either. Whatever happens, happens. If my rank drops, and so be it. I had a comment on YouTube the other day, actually. Someone assessing my side that has no idea how I play. If they're watching, it's a little bit of a swipe. I don't really care, but a bit rich of a comment. It was something like, your cash gen's dead. What was it? Cash gen's dead. Your rank will plummet. I would have loved that person to send me their rank and send me their side. I'm all for criticism, but like, don't tell me I've got no cash in when I've got one upgrade to do, and I know who I'm bringing in. I couldn't even say to them that, hey, by the way, I'm looking at bringing in 2 mid prices, so who cares? Like, sometimes you just get flogs that want to stir you up, so you just kind of just leave it. But man, at the time, I thought, what is your rank? You rank 20k. Why are you telling me my rank is going to plummet? If it plummets, I don't really care. I'm playing Supercoach because it's a good distraction. It's a bit of fun. You guys love to banter. Couldn't give a shit what happens after that. Of course, I want to win it. Who doesn't? But at the same time, I'm not going to go back and forth with some idiot who wants to just tell me what I can't do. I bet he wouldn't have known I was going to bring in Caldwell tonight, did he? Probably sitting there looking at my channel going, holy shit, this guy's actually pretty smart. He brought in the Caldwell. So anyway, have that for a swipe. Get a dislike for it, don't really give a shit. But just don't come here and tell me I've got no cash then when I've got 3 upgrades to go. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, don't. Corey, the Cherry Pooper, what the hell? So he's basically saying Cherry will knock Flynn in half. Anyway. Double W sneaky thought. Nah, definitely not. He'll do a hammy press here. Jonas, yeah, the comment was either jealous or trying to stir you up. Yeah, I didn't get it. I don't get it. Honestly, 99% of people on here are pretty good with me. I haven't got too much hate in the past either. I just can't be bothered commenting back on something like that too much. And rather than say it to me, send me a voice note and say it to me. At least I know where it's coming from. Anyway. That's fine. Jason, I'm going to go budget value, get rookies off, and then train them up. Yeah, that's what I'll be going for as well, mate. Corey, what has he got? You've planned so well, Brad, that you deserve to be as high and jumped on pods early and started guys like Richards, who no one looked at all. And your moves have been great this year. Thanks, Corey. I appreciate that feedback, mate. It's nice to hear nice things too. Backing a gut has helped. Yeah, it has this year, actually. Yeah, it is. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit. Like, jealousy is definitely a curse, but at the same time, I'm not sitting on a high horse and thinking I'm the best or anything. Like, I've just got a lot of luck and just been playing my own way. I'm never going to justify a primo that shits the bed, though. Couldn't care less. Primo shits the bed. I'm not going to tag champion data and say, hey, this wasn't included. You missed this and that. I remember a few years ago, someone did that, and I just thought, what's the point of doing that? Like, anyway, just frustrating. Sometimes people take this game too seriously. I wouldn't go Sicily. I don't think it's worth the shot. Hockey. Yeah, I know. This is the issue. People want to be keyboard warriors for whatever reason. I think they're just trying to get a row out of you too, to be fair. Like, what else they're doing is probably retired, just going, this guy's doing well, it's busy well. I don't know. I don't really care. 22 is considered a full side double dummy, I'd say. I think you got 22 primos, your 23rds, Mills or Coleman or whoever the hell gets up is fine. 22, you don't need 23 because I don't think it matters. I'm just going for the 23rd because I can. Actually, how does that look on paper? I can't anyway because of bloody Marshall. I can't even show you. Anyway, I don't really want to end on a bad note. So if any more comments come through, I'd love to talk about that instead of sounding like I've just been pissed off for the last couple of minutes and I'm going to go home. I'm already home, to be fair. But anyway, I think I don't think we'll jump on a live Saturday night, but we'll probably jump on a live tomorrow night for an hour or so at midnight. So if anyone's on at midnight, I'll jump on for a sneaky one. I've already gone for 20 minutes too long. Buy structure I just had all before dummy. Had five primos out pretty much most weeks of the Supercoach. Shorty's not the greatest texter, and I also didn't know what Rookie was up to that night, so Shorty didn't give me much notice. I think he inboxed me a couple of days prior. By the time it got around, by the time he actually messaged me back, I wasn't sure if I was still on or not, so I kind of just waited for him to message me. By the time that happened, I was like, all right, well, today's game day, so no point last minute putting Rookie Coach out the way and then trying to ask Shorty as well if he can come over as well. There's also not a lot of room in Shorty's room either to get a third person in there, so I don't know. We'd probably have to go to his kitchen instead of his bedroom. It's weird being in Shorty's bedroom, actually. I feel like it was like a Tinder girl. I bought him chocolate this time instead of milk. What did I get him from work? Some M&M chocolates and marble creation or something like that. A block. He would have loved it. Any danger rounds? I'll have a quick look just for you, mate. And we'll get out of here shortly. I'll read these last comments. So round 13 is probably my biggest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got Sinclair, Clark, Brayshaw, Bolton, Marshall. 14, Roberts, Warner, that's 2, Primos. Round 15, Petrarca, Gorn, Rankin, Marek. Marek's a fake Primo anyway, so who cares about Marek? Round 16, a little bit more heavy. Zorko, Smith, Merritt, Holmes, Colwell, that's 5. So yeah, we're fine throughout. We've planned pretty okay actually, to be honest. Anyway, we'll wrap up a few comments here, so we get out and go to sleep. Jason, people are scared and jealous of the Bond identity, mate. Yeah, I don't even need Bond to dominate. Yeah, that's true. I don't want to sound like a sore loser or anything. If it was a weird comment to make, like I'm happy to listen to what people have to say, but unless you're going to give me constructive criticism, don't say it at all. Happy for someone to say, hey, you should probably do this because your team's in a bad position. But don't tell me it's going to plummet if you don't got a suggestion for me. And you could theoretically trade Gornies by. Yeah, I had thought about this, I've definitely thought about flipping Gorn, but it takes some big balls to do it. And if there's anyone that's going to do it, to be honest, yeah, it might be me actually. I do have an idea. I'll save that for the preview of Melbourne bye, but that's a huge shout for me. Although we've seen what he did when I was thinking about it last week, it bit me in the ass. Not that you need. Yeah, I know. Thanks, yo. 15 is my bad one. How many out? Double dummy? I'm out. Oh, he's got 7, but I'll flip Flynn by then, so I have 6. Hoping I can at least one premier for then. Yeah, okay. Very nice. Well, thanks everyone for jumping in. Appreciate all your comments, as I always do. But so, yeah, give us a sneaky thumbs up. And let us know too in the comments if you would get any merch. I wouldn't be selling it for expensive or whatever. But yeah, the shrimp merch. I've got to find a shrimp logo. I'll put the logos out on Twitter. Give me a week or two to find an actual logo, and I'll find out what I can do pricing wise and get some stuff made up. I just like it for the gym anyway. So even if they don't get completely sold out, it'd just be cool just to have your own brand of thing. And I don't know, it'd be cool to do this at this point. We're sitting on like 1.1k now, so people are here for the journey and the ride, and hopefully I can take them there. Anyway, Aaron says, I'll finish with this one. Says, I was just using this example. Yeah, absolutely. Aaron, don't tell me twice. I knew exactly what you meant with what we've been chatting with off air with the Supercoach world. Some of the crazy things I thought of, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense, but man, it does at the same time. So, again, thanks everyone for jumping in. Yaron, Double Dummy, Jason, everyone in there, Jonas, etc. I can't name all 40 of you, but that's what keeps the stream going. So good night to use, and the team sheets will be confirmed for the Sunday games at 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Anyone that wants to be a member too, I think it's only $4 or $5 a month. I've got to start doing more members videos soon now because I'm looking at getting a 9 to 5 day job so I can actually jump on Supercoach at night when everyone's not in bed at midnight. So anyway, want to be a member, just join, and I'll do members only videos hopefully over the weekend anyway. Catch you on the next. Jonas says, cheers, Brad. Have a great weekend. You too, mate. Always glad to talk to all of you. Cheers. See you.